Television. I am Ayub Abdikadir Abdi. Many thanks for your company, and we are on air. Let's begin with the events at the Senate, which for the second day today had from the persons who lost their loved ones across hospital facilities. We'll shortly be getting to that story, as the Jackson Mandago-led committee for the second day had from people who lost their loved ones. 3 people were seriously injured in the county of Mombasa after armed gang raid estates in Changamwe in the county of Mombasa. The panga-wielding gangsters raided Mishomoroni, Junda and Topanga estates in the county. The locals have decried the rising cases of insecurity in the county and have called for the authorities to investigate the matter and conclude the investigation process.
Nikavamiwa na vijana ambao kwa idadi niliona 3, lakini walifanya kunivamia kwa sababu nilisikia tu nimepigwa kitu kwa kichwa.
So mimi nikaomba mikono yangu ikiwa juu, chukueni kile ambacho mweza chukua, lakini msinidhuru. Panga zote kwa zinakuja kwa kichwa, so inabidi mkono na kinga. Kwa data nafikia panga moja kamba nilishika na mkono nikayangusha chini. Sasa wakaendelea kama na hasira kabisa.
He's conscious now, so we are hoping to do our best so that he can get a quick recovery.
Usalama kwa ujumla tunaohitaji Kisauni yote kwa jumla, kwa sababu hawa vijana wanaotenda vitendo hivi ni vijana wadogo sana, na ni vijana ambao huwa wanavaa masks, na si kwamba vijana hawajulikani, lazima wanajulikana.
So 1 week ago wale vijana waliwasili hata pale kazini, wakadhuru mama mmoja, wakawa wanaelekea kufika kwa ile biashara yangu. Mimi nikawa nimetoka, lakini kwa bahati wakapenya mahali hapo.
Elsewhere, more than 200 families from Midhuri village in Naivasha, Nakuru County received relief food as part of the distribution targeting more than 4 million Kenyans who are on the brink of tipping into famine. While thanking the government for the food distribution, Naivasha Member of Parliament Jane Kihara called on other well-wishers to help in the alleviation of suffering of the hundreds of Kenyans and the locals who are facing the drought consequences. The lawmaker also called on the government to allocate more funds in sinking boreholes and dams as part of the lasting solution to the drought crisis in the country.
Janga limeuma kila mahali. Tunajua ile chakula imekuja ni kidogo sana. Upande wa Mai huko Longonot watu wako njaa sana. Kwa hivyo ni kuomba kila mtu ambaye akona kitu anaweza peana ama share na rafiki na yule hana, wajitokeze tusaidie watu wa Naivasha jameni.
Tumesema asadi na mbarikiwe na Mungu. Nilikuwa na daraja siku 2, sikukuwa na kula na sina uwezo ingine.
Kama sasa mchere yenye tumepatiwa yenyewe inaweza kutusave, kwa sababu kama kwa nyumba ukiwa saa nyingine uko na watoto kama 5, hiyo mchere haiwezi katosha, lakini yenyewe itasimamia njaa ya leo ama na kesho, lakini ishe.
Mahali hapa tumekaa kama slabs kulingana na vile unavyoona mazingira yalivyo. Kwa hivyo ningeliomba serikali itujali kuhusu hii kijiji chetu hiki, ingawa na tujali kuhusu chakula.
Back to our top story, and victims of persons who lost their loved ones and lives due to the alleged negligence at the Mama Lucy Hospital in Nairobi County were overcome by emotions as they narrated before the Senate Committee on the health how the loved ones passed away as they watched helplessly. The Jackson Mandago-led committee of the Senate also pledged to bring the perpetrators to book if found guilty, as well as pass recommendations aimed at entirely reviewing and restructuring emergency healthcare facilities across hospitals in the country.
Akanikalisha chini, akaanza kuniambia, Robert, tulireceive bibi yako at this time. We tried all our best. So from there nilijua tu she's normal. So kaniambia amepass at 7. Alipass at 7. So hapo ndio nilianza kucall family nikampigia Rose. Yeye alikuwa amebaki Mama Lucy na watoto. So nikampigia nikamwambia Marina amepass.
The wife didn't know because the wife knew the husband is in the car. So I told her that no, your husband has had an accident. Can you go to Mama Lucy? I was afraid to call her because she has a young kid and she was alone in the house. But she managed also to get up and go to Mama Lucy. She just got there a few minutes before my sister. When my sister got there, I prayed and I said, thank you. I know my son will be well. I didn't know. Thank you very much. I can't say anymore.
And 5 police officers linked to the killing of Caleb Otieno in Changamwe in 2018 were today released on cash bail. The officials were granted 800,000 Kenya shillings each cash bail after they pleaded not guilty to the charges against them. The officers have also been directed to report to the Independent Policing and Oversight Authority, IPOA, every fortnight. They include Khalif Abdullahi Sigat, James Mulikoti, Joseph Odhiambo Sirawa, Edward Kongo Ochonga, and Nelson Kanane, who were all stationed at Changamwe Police Station at the time of the incident. The Independent Policing and Oversight Authority, IPOA, says the late Otieno died hours after being arrested on suspicion of possessing illicit brew. And 4 people have been hospitalized following a multiple accident along Kisumu-Kakamega Road. Those injured have been admitted at the Vihiga Referral Hospital in the county of Vihiga. Police Commander Benjamin Ongombe says the driver of the lorry heading to the Kisumu County lost control after brakes failed and rammed into 5 other cars. Has commissioned an 11-member committee set to look into the matter of reviewing the use of machines by multinational companies in the county in picking tea. The team is expected to assess the impact of the method on the employment.
Is that when their lease expired, who renewed their lease? The people of Kericho were never consulted that the lease of these people has expired. So yes, the lease were renewed without consulting the owner of the farm on how you want the lease terms to look like. Number 2, the question of the land rates. The debate is what they are paying us is peanuts. There is no farm in this county of Kericho that is now being leased at around 264 shillings. Even a nega in the village, the deepest end of the village, is now 7,000 Kenya shillings. And it doesn't make sense that we continue to receive little revenue from the tea estate. We are also looking into the mechanization. And now in Kericho, we are also saying we are not satisfied with the way they are conducting business. It means that we are just calling for them to look into this idea of mechanization.
Kisumu County Governor Professor Nyong'o is asking the court to strike out a petition challenging the composition of the County Executive Committee nominees in Kisumu County, saying the Employment and the Labor Relations Court lacks the jurisdiction to determine the matter. Through his lawyers, Nyong'o argues that the petition ought to be filed before the Kisumu County Assembly, which he says has the constitutional mandate to oversight him, including the nomination of the County Executive Committee members. Evans Otieno, a human rights activist, had in October obtained orders that barred the County Assembly from vetting the CECs nominated by the governor, saying the list did not meet the requisite constitutional 2/3 gender principle prescribed in law. Nyong'o, while restructuring his cabinet in mid-October, had appointed 1 woman and 6 men into his cabinet. The matter will be mentioned on the 8th of November before Judge Christine Barry at the Kisumu High Court.
My lady,
Yes, ordinarily I don't expect the respondent to be opposed. The issue I have is with the petitioner. So if the petitioner is opposed, then we'll have to wait for the application to be heard.
Elsewhere, Mission with a Vision charity organization has embarked on a 1-week charity walk from Narok County to Nairobi County for community sensitization on gender issues. The founder of the charity organization, Patrick Ngigi, together with the women and girl child activists from the county, are set to make stops at schools and towns along the way to sensitize citizens on issues that girls from the Maasai community face. Some of the issues they will advocate include the eradication of gender-based violence, female genital mutilation, FGM, early marriages, and teen pregnancies. The organization hopes to raise 20 million shillings from the work, money that will be injected into the protection and education of the vulnerable girls.
And the main idea of this work is to raise funds for girls, rescued girls, girls escaping FGM and forced early marriage. The other thing is that we are going to talk about the issue of teen pregnancy.
Ndiye tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba watoto wanapata haki zao, wanatunzwa, wanashikiliwa, wapate elimu. Tukuwe na maprofessors, madaktari, wakubwa wa serikali, hata president kutoka kaunti hii yetu ya Narok.
Tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba tumepata wale ambao kwa kizungu inaitwa perpetrators ama wahusika wakuu kupeana hizi mimba za mapema kwa watoto wetu. Na hivyo karibuni tutaweza kuwapatia hiyo ripoti mahali tumefika, kwa sababu vile tunavyoongea kuna wale watu ambao already wametiwa mbaroni.
And many thanks for making time on Citizen Briefs on Citizen Television, and your time is all appreciated. We have been on air and you were on time. I am Ayub Abdikadir Abdi. More coming away at 7 and 9 p.m. here on Citizen Television. Good afternoon.